Good evening, all. Very happy Sunday to everyone, and I hope it is audible for all. So, does anybody having doubt regarding the previous sessions? You can just post it in chat box. Yeah, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Any doubts regarding the previous sessions can be posted. Okay, so from day 1 till day 6, what and all we have done, a brief explanation will be there. And like once when we are starting with AA, we have seen what and all that particular AA topics like NLP, deep learning, machine learning, computer vision, embedded, and cognitive. So this kind of different components only we can make it as an artificial intelligence. Then from that we have moved on towards image processing and video processing. Then we have moved on towards that color tracking. Then after that we have moved on towards image processing part 2. Then through that shape object detection. So through the shapes we can detect the number of objects. Then previously we have seen the complete interface with that particular video processing of negative images and negative applications. So those kind of implementations we have seen, and among with that we have also seen the face counting. So face counting, how many number of faces. So with that particular face, what and all the techniques we have used, like the hair cascade dataset, and from that we are able to detect the face, and by detecting that particular face, the number of faces, how many number of faces are there, those deductions also we have counted with the help of the video processing. So this and all some sort of interfaces which we have done with the help of computer vision in an easy manner. Now from that advanced only, today we are just going for edge detection. So in that name itself we can know what is that edge detection. So detecting only the edges of a particular object. Okay, cv2.putText line gives error, number of faces detected. Actually, this is not the error. Okay, control learner, this is not that particular error. Whatever you have displayed is a line over there. So inside that, at last you will be having an error like import error or attribute error. So like that, anything will be described over there. So after that error, you can have a column. After that column, that respective error, whatever that error meaning, so that error will be displayed. That error you can post it over here so that I can help you. So can we make a personal AI like Siri, Google? This question is by Tarun Kumar. Good question, Tarun. And yes, it is possible. So you can see many of them are nowadays impressed with the Jarvis. So like, hello Jarvis, if you are just speaking, it will start to speak with us. Whatever has been created. Anyway, even though if it is a movie, that movie made us lot of impression with that particular artificial intelligence while compared to the Tony Stark. So it is possible to make, no issues at all. Okay, Madhav Pogula, good evening. So your good evening, sir. After that, it is exclamatory. I thought it was a good evening, Siri. It says invalid syntax. Okay, so inside the cv2.put text, you have made mistaken inside the syntax. Either in the naming problem or within the bracket the number of parameters. Somewhere you might have added anything or you might have not added anything. So compare with the program over from where you have referred. Still any doubts? Participants having still any doubts means you can just post it. Today's class attendance yesterday itself over. Okay, control learning, you have returned from me only. So what you have to do means you just compare it where you have made the mistake. So inside that line, the syntax's problem means you have to compare that entire line. Rajesh 520. AI మీద jobs వస్తాయా? Yes, sure. The jobs are there. Many jobs are there. You can just search it through Google Jobs, Naukri. You can also search it through LinkedIn. Yeah, thank you Indus Electric official for your valuable comment. Happy for that. Sir, can AI learn any language on its own? Due to that problem only, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, whatever the AI he has created, it has been forced to shut down. That is the only reason. Is sir, if AI recognize only human face or animals also? Only humans face, because humans face only we are having that different patterns. In animals, if you make a labrador to stand 10 labradors means 10 labradors are looking like same way, so it is difficult. Yes, Sanjeevi, definitely interns will be having some assignments, not as projects. Regarding robotics automation process, RPA, I am not aware of it. I have not worked in that. Where can we find the documentation of pip files you have installed? Yes, the same path, like Python, app data. So through that programming, so everywhere in that particular same path wherever you have installed, the same way only you will be having the documentations. Companies hiring for AR. There are many companies like startups. Startup will be hiring for AI. If you go for a reputed MNCs means required some experience. Jivanandam in triple students may job with us. Especially if you are asking regarding the jobs means for triple students till now they have not applied for AI related, but they are selecting for electric vehicle. So soon electric vehicle with artificial intelligence will be clubbed as soon as possible. Sanjeevi, I am not sure whether you will be receiving the certificate without doing any assignments. I am not clear regarding that. Video of day 5 and day 6 are not available on Fantech website for intern students. Yes, it will be uploaded tomorrow only, Shivateja. What are the benefits of AA course in electronics? Yeah, actually AA with FPGA currently it is started with emerging technology. So for that you guys can apply for those kind of projects. Sorry, those kind of companies according to their products. Where can we find the har file? Har file it is nothing but commonly said as it is a data set. So if you just type hair for eyes in Google itself, you can download the file. Hair for face, hair for hand, like that we can have many hair files over there. Thank you Karthikeyan Nilangovan sir for my pleasant complimentary. Certificate important for jobs? Yes. If you are mentioning that you have attended the class, then you have to show the certificate. Again, notes for free. So the notes are available from our site itself. I have uploaded all the notes. Yes, Hiralal Soni, kindly be patient. Thank you, Advocate Ram Shankar Singh sir, for hitting the like button. So happy for that. Are there certain rules regarding which direction A can be developed? Yes, there are rules. The rules will be applied depending upon the project. What does AA cameras do compared to normal camera? Nothing. They will track the faces and according to the brightness, like what to say, if that particular area is dull, they automatically lightens up, like low light cameras. So low light cameras will be enabled, like that kind of functions will be there. Naresh Raju, soon the link for attendance will be there, you can submit in that. I completed my graduation in civil engineering. Is it useful for AI in civil engineering? AI is open to all the domains. So in civil engineering, just for architecture designs and all, you can implement with AI for design structures. And for electrical home automations, so how to fix that particular structures inside a building, so how to design a complete building which assists the AI. So for that and all, the basic building structure itself we have to design. Only civil people will come to know. Yes, record one. Already I have informed that certificate is important for jobs. Please don't spam the messages. This error is pooping out. Yes, therefore you guys have not provided the proper syntax. So somewhere on the left or right, you might have added that particular file. You have not make it clear. So sometimes the screen is not visible on the right side when the code line is lengthy. Yeah, we'll make it needful. A is helpful for robotics and how its uses. All the robots required some intelligence. For that only A is being implemented, especially the vision intelligence nowadays they are following to track the path or to recognize the person, to recognize the object, those kinds of extensions. Yes, control learner will do needful. Tell about ME. I am not sure regarding ME. Yes, all the webinar certificates will be useful for the job. Recently, I did MSc in physics, but I have huge interest on software field. Is AI certificate use for my job? Yes, sure, it is useful only. Try to make some projects which will be more impressive. If you are interested, you can create an AI physics model for the calculation or for the class purpose like that and all. AI in security purpose, most of the web developments like Netflix, Prime, everything comes under the AI only. Yes, AI in robotics definitely you can use. Okay, fine. So let us start now. So there will be a short intro. So myself Vishnu from Pantech Learning, working here for more than 2 years and expertise with many controllers like Raspberry Pi, Jetson Nano, NodeMCU, NVIDIA and LPC2148. And also I have worked under the tools like MATLAB, Python, Kale and Unity. And my research areas in deep learning, Internet of Things, convolution neural network especially. And at the same time currently trying to integrate with augmented reality and artificial intelligence. So about Pantech, we provide educational equipments manufacturer for all the engineering institutions in the domain of AI, IoT, CSE, IT, ECE, EEE, EI. It is commonly said as E&I, as well as robotics. So other than providing the educational equipments, we also provide technical training, and at the same time, we also provide prototypes and do-it-yourself kits for the project support as well as the research purpose. So thanks for particular participation inside all the particular webinars for all the participants, because we are achieving the vision through your participation only. Like we are helping around of 10 million students to learn the technology in an easy way. So therefore, I hope if you guys, your friends also most interested, you can just share the link to them through any of your social media, and you can get back and attend the particular session. Okay. And why the intro is providing daily means regarding this particular intro, if anybody is new, they should know regarding towards this. That's why. And the attendance will be applied around 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. and at the same time e-certificate will be issued at end of the series. 25 days attendance is required to get free masterclass participation certificate. So all the attendance will be monitored through daily basis only. And the difference between free masterclass and a internship is masterclass is 100% free with all the YouTube lecture videos, e-certificate. Minimum 25 class attendance is required, and 7:30 to 8:15 only the maximum time. Sorry, minimum time, maximum till 8:30. And after the live, the video won't be available. But recently we have enabled for some days. And the A internship, it is for 750 cost, and internship certificate will be provided. It's not like normal e-certificate. Like you have done the internship, that particular certificate you will be receiving, and exclusive videos will be loaded into the site, and all the downloading project codes, assignments, attendance and all not needed over here. Assignments will be listing it in the site itself. Flexible time, anytime you can just learn, and access period will be there for 60 days within from that particular starting period on the day which you have made for the payment. Okay. So the entire agenda of the particular artificial intelligence class has been listed out. 30 days masterclass, the entire agenda. So on each and every day, the agenda you guys can just follow up, and at the same time, you can just get the complete analysis over here, and you can set your mind. So therefore today we are going to work on this agenda, today we are going to work on that agenda, like that. Okay, so once again I welcome all the participants. Today we are going to start with edge detection using Opencv, and therefore this edge detection will make you a particular turnover while compared to the all other algorithms which you are going to see in the future and whatever we have seen in the past. One of the oldest algorithm and at the same time one of the best algorithm, and inside this itself we can learn how that particular different applications we are able to train and we are able to recognize over there. So in this we will be seeing completely regarding towards about edge detection, the types of edge detection, global edge detection, canny edge detection, and at the same time applications of edge detection. So applications is very simple, which and all we are just going for our day-to-day lives. So that will be our complete application, and therefore from that application itself you guys will be thinking we are having all the devices inside ourselves, but we don't know what are the technology they are used for. Maybe completing towards this entire AA class we will be able to know like this particular algorithm there are chances to be used. So this and all comes under this kind of functions and this kind of implementations. So for that particular knowledge sharing only this entire class is being held. Generally if we go for edge detection, the name itself we can see edge detection, only the edges. So you guys will be having a doubt like only the edges of the object will be detected, what about the interior parts? It's not like that. Each and every pattern's edge we will be able to detect. Like if my face is detected over there, means my face along with the spectacles, along with my cheeks, everything, all that particular edge data will be there in a tip to tip area over there. So like if you want to see that particular demo, means previously we have seen how that binaries are working. So binaries is one of the most important part, right? So from that particular binary, the zeros and ones, how the pattern is getting over to towards the processor or the machine, whatever we are training over there. Now inside this particular binary itself, how the edges has been marked. So that is one of the most important question. So like here we can make today a biggest image for easy pixel clarification, because whatever the pixel we make it is little bit bigger one, but only for one character I will be able to show, because for that particular character itself we have to design the edge. So once if the computer gets analyzed what is that particular edge means, it will be in this way. That's why here I am just again continuing with the entire drawings, because through that particular drawings only here we will be able to analyze that complete data over here. So the columns of the pixels are ready. Now similarly we can apply it for the rows. If you are having many rows and columns, means it is very easy, but for system it is very simple to provide different edges, even though if it is a small image or large image. For us it is very difficult, even though if you guys are just going to teach the same thing to your friends or juniors or your siblings, you can also teach them in this particular way for easy analysis. So for the edge detection also, as we have seen in that particular image, it is background will be black and all the edges will be in white only. So previously the edge detection, a part we have seen in object detection project. So through that the enhanced version only, and along with that the portion how it has been helped over there, that also we will be seeing up over here. So now therefore I have collected the black background. Only black is more than enough. Now I have applied the entire boundary. So whenever if you are focusing on an object means, therefore that object's pattern also we must have in mind. Okay, now here I am going to write the edge of I. So how that edge of I is directed? So through this we are able to see that now since we have zoomed that particular image, we can see it is very much clear over here. Now the same thing, if I am going to make it as small, then we are able to see only that particular white pattern. So in this way only the edge will be detected within that particular pattern. So like whatever we have seen that entire mappings over here, this particular portion, so this area and this area. So from that only we will be able to detect each and every edges. Now within that edges means what are the purpose? So if the edge is applied means it is very easy to identify the shape of an object. Even all the autonomous vehicles also with the help of this edge detection only it is being worked. How means for the object detection purpose the lidar also measures the complete distance and the surroundings with the help of a 3D lidar. So how that view will be there means 3D lidar view. So just I am taking the image. So here we can see that lidar's view. This complete portion is known as the lidar's view and these views are known as the camera view. Okay, so within that particular camera we can see how that objects has been direct over here, and at the same time once whenever the lidar is applied means how that poles and the respective objects has been classified over there. Now once whenever that particular view is detected means it is detected in multiple colors, or it may be in 3D, or it may be in a particular monocolor, anything it can be applied, but the objective is the shape and its detection should be done with the help of the edges. So through that edge only the further proceeding itself we will be able to move over there. Now for that applying the edge we are having many types of edge detection over here. So like two types of edge detection we can display it over there. So one, it is known as gradient. So based on that particular image gradient the edges can be easily detected, and the other one known as Gaussian. So based on the Gaussian blur or the Gaussian smoothing parts, from that we will be able to create the edges. So inside the gradient we are having three different gradients like Sobel, pre-bit and robot. And at the same time, if we go for Gaussian, we have only two. One is the Canny and another one is Laplacian of the Gaussian. So these two different types of edge detection only, it is applied for all the image processing and at the same time multiple object detection inside the each and every objects. Let it be inside our mobile phone for face recognition or the fingerprint, and at the same time for autonomous vehicles, wherever it is. In the complete places, all these two only will be having the involvement. And from that, the canny edge detection, it is the mostly applied algorithm for product related purpose. Okay, so these are the types of edge detection. Now from this, let us see for the canny edge detection. So what is the advantage of the canny, or how the canny is being applied? So through this canny edge detection, we can see that image of a particular person, how it has been compared. So this is the original grayscale of a particular image which can be easily applied, and from that the canny has been detected. So here we can see how nook and corner a person's caricature or that particular edges has been detected in a simple way. So how the process, what are the three stages applied for the canny means? First of all, it will smoothen the image. So how the smoothing is done? Through Gaussian blur. With the help of Gaussian blur only, the image will be smoothened. And once whenever we are calling that CV2.canny means no need to smoothen at all, because inside the canny, that particular word itself, the function they have applied for smoothing that particular video or image, whatever we want. And in the same thing, the differentiation. What is the differentiation? Difference between the objects. So difference between the respective target object and the other object should be making as easy as possible. Then non-maximum suppression. So the image or the video, let it be called as frames also. Let it be any kinds of frames, it won't be suppressed. Because if we suppress the frame means the edges also get suppressed as easy as possible. Our target is to collect only the particular part of the image, not other parts. Okay, so therefore no maximum suppressions are applied into the canny edge detection. This is the only reason it has been applied for many of the products whichever we are using inside our real time. Now let us see a video demo on it. So before going to the real video, already we have seen this particular output with the help of shape detection. So in this place, the same video only we are having, and from that where we have applied means CV2.canny. So from where it has been called, from this particular position with the help of Gaussian blur. Okay, so here we have the parameters. So in which range we have to apply this 10, 250, that particular range, it depends upon the video whatever we are selecting, and we cannot predict it. So once after running that particular video only we will be able to get it. For example, if you are focusing on a vehicle based automation means, for that this particular ratio it is not applicable. And at the same time, if you are just going for a normal edge detection means, for that this ratio is applicable. Okay, and the first parameter is nothing but the video stream as input. So now whenever I run that video, here we can see that edges, opened and closed part. This is opened part. So when I compare both that input as well as the grayscale means, so including the person's t-shirt also it has been applied. Now the same thing we can see for Sobel, but later I will explain regarding the Sobel. So Sobel takes more amount of time. So here this program it is taking more amount of time. So we can just check for this output. So here I have given my video capture only. So this is that disadvantage inside the Sobel. Now whatever I have done, it is for color part only. So let me terminate the code. Now the same thing, if I am applying it in canny means, so this is that particular canny part. So how it is detecting me live way. So like my hands, and I think here I'm not enabled with that input video. So very simple only, just only short lines of available. Import CV2, cap equal to CV2 dot video capture 0, RT comma frame, cap read, and after that we have to apply the Gaussian blur. It is not needed to apply, but if you want means you can apply it. So for, because if you are just going for a high-end videos like 4K or 1080 pixels, like that, if you are going means definitely it should be applied, because much sharpen it cannot be able to format as easy as possible over here. So therefore it has to be applied. After applying the Gaussian blur conversion, BGR to gray, that is must. And finally we have to apply the canny. So here you can see that particular range has been varied. So this range, only one object it will be able to measure, and if you want to just make it a surrounding means you must have many objects, and at the same time you must also have that kind of frequency, so that particular frequency only this particular parameters will be applied. Okay, the command is cv2.canny. So now I am just applying for real image also. Input comma frame, and now I am running it. So now let us compare. So this is my blurred video. I am taking an object. So how clarity I will be able to detect it. That is the advantage of canny over here. Even the word Milton, that also it is not much clear, but almost it is clear over there. If I am bringing it near, it is much more clear, including my specs. So the specs border you guys can just see, and if I am removing it, my eyes. Okay, so you can see my eyeball movements. That much clarity we are having inside this canny edge detection. So this is nothing but canny using video. So any doubts regarding this? Okay. So those who have doubts regarding that internships means internships, it is nothing but providing e-certificate for 30 days. So all that video, PPT, source code, everything will be available inside our site. You can just get it and practice it. All the lectures will be there for 60 days from the day of payment. And for registration links, it has been provided inside this. All that particular registration link also is provided on the description as well as in the live chat. Everyone can just follow to it. Mishap, yes, we will be just going on to the Sobel. The next thing is Sobel only. Non-maximum suppression means like how the clarity which we have get. So beyond that, there won't be any suppressing over there. Like making discontinued or making some grains. Yes, scan is the best edge detection. Sony Kirti, soon you will get to know between Sobel and Canny because the next thing is Sobel only. Soumya ji, Jishnu sir, you are looking nice in Canny video than original. Okay, so then hereafter I will display only my Canny video. That is more than enough, I hope. Can we reserve the process blur to gray? Yes, it is possible. Actually, after that, the gray conversion is done. Referable textbooks. Srinivas Raju, actually, referable textbooks means when you have internet, there is no need of textbooks at all, according to me. Yes, Surya, the notes are available from our site. You can just check it. What is canny edge? Canny edge, it is a type of edge. Okay, and suppression by Yashwant. Suppression, it is nothing but not more degraded, not removing only part of the noise. Only the important things it will be able to get. Maybe 100K resolution, Arjuna. How to know when to use and what to use? For that, you have to apply your intelligence. That's what I'm saying. We have all the color pens, black pen, yellow pen, blue pen, green pen, everything we have. But which pen we have to use means we should apply that intelligence over there. Yeah, how does the canny work? That particular process only here I have explained inside the Opencv. Which takes more space to storage, canny or gray? I think gray. Gray only takes more space. No, actually, it's not a part of image enhancement, image or video enhancement. Arjuna, your question is good. Like, can we use Canny to improve 144 pixel videos? So, to improve 144 pixel videos means it is only for image enhancement. Which app is better to practice Python code? Please tell me. Python ideally is enough. It is very simple. So what software I have to install into my PC? Practice codes. Python ideally, Python ideally, Python ideally. See image. From that image, you have seen that particular grayscale. So from that particular grayscale code, therefore my background and my foreground both are there. From that it is selecting only my foreground over here. Okay, and that foreground, it is not much like disconnected or some breaked lines like that and all. It is not there. It is a particular clean way. Now if I run that particular Sobel over here, you guys will be able to know what is that particular suppression, because once when I have run the Sobel, all the noise values we can see around me. Yes, through Canny objects can be detected faster. It depends upon the processor, but accurately you can detect it. Yes, A in mechanical you can use. A with AR also you can use in mechanical. Yes, the code has been already explained. It has been explained line by line only how that particular process is being taken. So this video will be there even for some of the days. Maunika Gangula, already I have recapped all the topics at starting. Low intensity and high intensity. The brightness only, it is known as intensity. So based on that particular image, if we apply means, it will be able to take automatically over there. Yes, it is possible to store output by using video write. Yeah, Shankar Shashank, I am not sure how to write coding for CV. I have not written any of the header files and all. If in your laptop pip is not installed means your Python ideally itself not installed properly. Okay. Okay guys, then fine. So the next thing, we are just going to see the Sobel edge detection. So from that particular Sobel edge detection, how it is getting detected means through the gradient of that particular image. So from that gradient, how it works over there means like since whatever the color we have provided, it was in the gradient over there. Now the same thing, if I am going to provide it as gray. Okay, now it is getting converted into gray, and here also the same process, cv2 numpy. There is no new use of numpy here. Previously we might have been used. Then video capture to enable the video camera, and from that cvt color to convert the color. So initially it was in hsv, which I have shown the previous output. I am just converting into grayscale. From that we can know what is that gradient over there. Then Sobel x value as well as y value. So that is nothing but two different sizes of section. Even one also we can compare, two also we can compare over here. It is depending upon our size. So one, it is nothing but like x value, it is nothing but as 1 comma 0, which is the normal. The Sobel y, it is nothing but 0 comma 1, which is inverted. Okay, and the 64, it is nothing but 64 frames only, and the kernel size, it is default kernel size, which is known as 5. So now I am executing this. So it has been started. Okay, so in grayscale also it is in the same way only. So this is known as the Sobel. So here it is not able to get a clarity. Somewhere whenever here and there, if I am getting changed, that time only you guys can see me. So here the suppression is not done. Because of lack of suppression only, this particular thing we can see it as grains. Now the same thing if I am taking the same object, the bottle. So here also we cannot read that particular word Milton, but the bottle is C. And my colors, nothing. It is not in a proper way itself. Okay, so this is what only known as the Sobel edge detection, which compares only with the help of gradients over here. Now from that gradients means we have to check the input. So input will be like you can compare all the 4 videos. Input gray. For gray you can go with HSV. For input it is green. So now 4 videos we can compare and changed over here. While comparing with grayscale, I think better than the Sobel, the grayscale is best. So in this way only, here it will be completely working with Sobel edge detection. Okay participants, does anybody have doubts on this? If anybody having doubts, you can just post it. The variable k does provides as the kernel values. The kernel values or the range of iterations. So if it is 5 only, it is accurate. Actually, gray image takes more space means because the gray image is also filled with the entire area for the colors. But inside the edges, if you go means only the binaries as to the edges of the object it is applied. That's why only gray takes more space while compared to the canny image. Mostly Sobels won't be used at many places. It will be applied for infrared images or thermal images, like that only they will be using the Sobel. Drawback is it is too much gradient. Sobel is just to track and filter. Okay, fine. So next regarding the application. So inside the applications we can use it for medical imaging, anatomical structure study, locate an object through satellite image, automatic traffic control, face recognition and fingerprint recognition. So from this the medical image means if you are providing the structure of a brain, okay, from that if you want to identify a tumor means, so therefore image will be accessed over there, and from that particular image the brain edges will be taken along with the tumor. From that we will be able to provide a clarity data, so we will be getting a clarity And later on, after that particular tumor, if it is getting processed with the ROA means, from that we'll be able to highlight. So this is the tumor part which is present inside the brain. And if we are having the collection of brain tumor images means, we can train it to the neural network. Finally we will be able to classify this is the brain tumor image and this is not non-content brain tumor inside that image. So like that only we will be able to apply this as artificial intelligence through image processing. So that's why only it is used for medical imaging and anatomical structure, similar to the face recognition, fingerprint recognition. Whatever the face recognition or fingerprint we are providing for our mobile, initial process is known as training. And each and every time whenever you are trying to unlock with the help of these two recognitions, that is known as the testing. So in this way only the application is related towards each and every image process in our day-to-day life. So today's important news which I would like to share to you is machine learning will speed up the vehicle routing. So if you are just checking your Google Maps based on the user's search, so if it is a city means as easy as possible it will get speed up, like whether this much traffic only there, this is an alternative way. If you go there means without traffic you can move on, and with that estimate approximate time you can just plan and get down. So nowadays even if it is a known way also, many of them will use Google Maps. The reason is to know the traffic timing, so that purpose only you will be able to get it. Even if you take for the Google reviews, or if you take that particular shop name with Google review means at this particular time how many members are there, the peak value of that particular shop, that also can be monitored. So this is not nothing but comes under the machine learning speeding up only. Based on that we can plan and we can move on. Okay guys, then that's it for today. Graph cut I'm not sure regarding towards it. Any other doubts means you can just post it. Grayscale conversion is converting RGB colored image into gray color. Yeah, whatever the code I have provided initially, it is taking more time only. That's completely without any pre-processing. Normally, for Sobel, we have to apply the frames. That's why only I have taken the other code. Yes, Pavan, today only 8 minutes early we have finished. 8, yeah, 8 minutes, not 8, 6. Yes, definitely startups will be accepting. Not only startups, even MNCs also will be accepting. But there, if you need means you must have some experience. There is no last date for internship registration. Internship will be always live only. So you can register anytime, and from that date of registration within 60 days you have to complete everything. No, Canny is only the best. Notes is available from Pantech e-learning AA masterclass site. Yeah, all the WhatsApp group link, everything has been shared to your mail ID. You can collect it from there. Yes, you can do a project with Arduino. It is also possible. Okay, guys, then thank you all. Wish you happy learning. And once again, happy Sunday. I hope everyone has enjoyed. So we can meet tomorrow at the same time.